We're taking this setup from the PvEers. From now on, power stance colossals belong to us. And that's because patch 1.14 buffed the attack speed of a number of things, including colossals, and of note, they improved the speed and range of the crouch R1s and L1s. And we are interested in the crouch power stance L1s today, because they essentially behaved like an improved colossal sword crouch poke. So let's get right into the stats. You'll see we have kind of an interesting stat split here, but trust me, it will make sense by the end. I know the arcane looks low, but by the end of it, we will have above 45, so bear with me. And basically, we're doing 2 blood-infused Bloodfiend arms, Braggart's Roar always in the left hand, and then in the right, you could do Poison Mist, Storm Stomp, another Braggart's Roar. There are a few options. And then for our armor, as you saw me equip, I have Tialie's Mask for Arcane, Letta's Armor for increased crouch attack damage, Bullgoat's Gauntlets and Greaves for Poise, and then Great Jar's Arsenal is pretty self-explanatory. Retaliatory Cross Tree for more crouch attack damage, Bullgoat's for Poise, obviously, and then Outer God's Heirloom for more Arcane. And so this brings us to a respectable 32, but we can take it even higher. In an invasion, you usually have some time before you have to engage, so we like to pop the Grafted Greatsword L2 when we can. That gives us 5 more Arcane, 5 more Strength as well, and then you can pop your Braggarts if you want. But the important thing to boost your Arcane the rest of the way is these Sacred Bloody Flesh, and this is really nice. It boosts your Arcane 10. You can see we have 47 Arcane now, 49 Strength. We're doing pretty well stat-wise now, and that's with just a lot of gear optimization. Now, Sacred Bloody Flesh has another very important effect, which is it gives you a damage bonus anytime there is a bleed proc in your vicinity, and this happens constantly, so you really have to be using Sacred Bloody Flesh whenever you can. It runs out kind of quickly, so just reapply it whenever. Now, the way you want to play this is like you would a Colossal Sword, but instead of crouch pokes, you're going to be doing crouch L1s. And these are your bread and butter. You're applying all your pressure, you're doing most of your damage, bleed buildup, roll catching, pretty much everything with these crouch L1s. And of note, these crouch L1s have good tracking. Colossal weapons, if you haven't used them much, which likely a lot of you haven't, are pretty wonky, and the swing arc that the weapon takes as well as the tracking is kind of silly. Like, you'll legitimately whiff people standing still while you're locked on sometimes with Colossal R1s. So avoid those. Instead of using R1, I would suggest you always throw an R2 instead. The attack is just superior in every way. It's got a good sort of path of travel. It's got, good speed, good hyper armor frames, and obviously the Bloodfiend arm has that special blood explosion effect. It's just never throw an R1 for many reasons. Always, if you must, do an R2. R2s are good to queue after you hit someone with a crouch L1. That's like another option. And the blood explosion also sometimes pseudo combos. Like if they panic roll away after a crouch L1 and you throw that R2 out, it's not super consistent, but it seems like you very often hit them with the blood explosion, and it does 50 damage, 80 damage, not a lot, but it's like a good little chip. So something to keep in mind. You should be agitating with the heavy attacks when you feel so inclined. Now, I suggested 3 Ash of Wars for your right hand, and starting with Braggarts, which would give you 2 Braggarts Roars. The benefits are pretty obvious. You get more weapon damage, you get more defense, and most importantly, you get more stamina regen. The regen stacks, and that's pretty nice. This is a pretty stamina-hungry build. Luckily, we need to have a lot of endurance, but the stamina still goes quick, so Braggarts is like a really nice Ash of War to just put on both of them. The next Ash I would suggest is Storm Stomp, and you don't see me doing it in these clips because I have bad habits from old patches, but you want to use the Crouch L1. Whenever you successfully connect with a Storm Stomp, it will true combo into a Crouch L1, so never Storm Stomp into an R1. Always do the Crouch L1. It's just more damage, more bleed buildup. And then finally, we have Poison Mist, which is good for pseudo combos. It has a lot of hyper armor. It's a good mix-up. And the poison is also going to build up extremely quickly because you've got that arcane scaling on this weapon. So even though it's blood infused, you'll proc poison very quickly, and it's just nice to have. Like, proccing 2 status effects is the dream, right? Now, one thing you'll probably notice is I'm not hard swapping at all, and there's a very good reason for this. That is a known exploit. I discovered this on Reddit. It is the inventory equip load exploit designed to work around your carry load. So I'm not a cheater. I would never do that. And just kidding. That's not really why. The real reason is I just slap these onto the end of my inventory and I don't have anything nearby the weapons, so therefore I'm not swapping. But a well-sorted inventory around these weapons would really augment them. They're not the best at every situation, chase downs for instance, so if you just have an efficient inventory that's built around these, it'll really make you deadly. And a bonus of running colossals is when you hard swap to something else, you never have to worry about the carry weight, like you're always good. So that's like a nice little bonus. You can sort of swap to whatever, carefree. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, Coin, why don't you just run it pure strength? You'll do more damage. The AR is abysmal. You're wasting all these points in arcane. Trust me. This is such a nice setup. And that's because we're for one taking advantage of swinging 2 weapons, so we want to get a ridiculous bleed status proc going, and we achieve that. And the other thing is that blood proc is happening constantly, very quickly. People don't have time to bolus, so there's less risk of the bleed buildup not panning out. And what it also does is circumvents that 10%, I think it is, damage penalty when you're power stancing. So that bleed proc and the damage it does isn't subject to that damage penalty. So in the end, this ends up doing a lot of damage. You get the pressure of a bleed status bar filling up very quickly. And the heavy attacks also synergize best when they're on a blood infusion. So the blood infusion, I think it's a different take on the PS Colossal builds that are appearing. But I suggest you try it. I think it's very strong. So that's the build, guys. I'm currently having a lot of fun with this, and I think you will too. I'd also love to see like a level 150, 167 version of this. So I hope you guys take this and have fun with it, and until next time, take it easy.